All right, welcome everyone. We're Semblance of Sanity. I'm Caleb.
I'm Jacob.
And we're here for
Hunter. Episode 70.
Oof. We are in the middle of a dodgeball match.
Yes, that is quite insane.
Of a lethal nature.
Yep.
Razor has shown us his Hatsu, which is something crazy.
Impressive.
He's using a mission essentially to have clones that are like dummies essentially, and they have all the capacities of himself,
Right, and that's the thing
crazy.
that's crazy because they're because that almost seems like a manipulator technique.
No, manipulator used on objects. Emissions, you release your aura out and you control it. So anyways,
I don't know if you control it after you.
Yes,
but
yes,
the
you
point
can.
is, he's doing a lot of different branches of techniques at the same time, which is pretty impressive.
Main thing is that this is a really great way to show off how Gon and Killua have mastered their basics, and they can apply them in ways that are apropos for this use. Because if anything, a dodgeball match is basically a game of speed, precision, reflexes, and just countering. Just countering based on the other person's moves and stuff. But the fact that there's only one ball does make it a little bit easier, I would say, for whoever is just simply the strongest to win.
Right, because then you can focus on just the one thing you need to worry about as opposed
right,
to
and if you can't, if you just can't defend against that, attack, you just one-hit kill.
Right, that makes it a lot easier for someone like Gon, where he is very much a sort of brute strength type person, so...
Yeah.
But he might have met his match here.
Right. If anything, I'm hoping that they can utilize some of those techniques that Bisky taught them in order to make their dodgeball game up to snuff against Razor.
Yes. Well, they've already been using them quite well so far, so...
yeah, using it to barely survive.
But did you die?
Utilizing Ken and I guess that would have been... as a defensive thing to make sure that or it might have been a localized aspect of his aura in his head and his hands.
Right, yeah, because that
he
is what he
got his forehead cracked open.
Oh yeah,
and I'm hoping that some of the masters like Hisoka and Bisky can pull out some stops so that they can not die in this whole thing. So without further ado, let's get into this episode and see how this dodgeball match goes down. All right, guys, we're going to start the episode in 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, now. That look.
Yeah. I can't wait to see what they do with the ball being in the ceiling.
Yeah. Yep.
Right.
It was Ko, yeah.
Yeah. Yeah, that's why the rest of his body got hurt so bad.
Yeah. Yeah.
And this awesome opening.
Yep. Jing.
Yep.
Gone.
When are we going to see Bisky fight, though?
Well, we've seen her train, but yeah, we haven't seen her truly fight.
Yeah.
You just try. Oh, smile again.
I am really glad that we didn't watch this opening earlier, though, because it reveals a side.
Yeah.
Like all the characters that it basically marks as having plot relevance.
Right. Yeah.
That is a shot. And that.
Yep. Scissors, man. Scissors.
Yeah.
And the bros.
I guess we've seen him do, really small emitter stuff before with Bisky, but...
The rocks crumbling
Yeah.
from the ceiling.
Those little details.
Yeah, quite literally.
Oh, okay.
Oh, okay, fine.
What?
Whatever. Huh. Okay, cool.
Okay.
All right.
And he's gonna have the he's gonna look like Jing with the headband.
Oh. Huh. Just passing it in order to like give Gon time to get better. It's genius because there's no time limit. What are you doing? Oh. Oh, okay. Oh, cool. Genius. Whoa. But you just have to have one of the other guys
to catch it.
He'd have one of his clones catch it.
Or that's how, or maybe it will work, and that's how, yeah, they'll just use back to get him back in there.
Yeah. Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Oh, no way. Wow. Ha. Okay, he's alive, though, but...
Yeah.
Wow.
But now they have the ball back.
Yep.
Way to screw things up.
Yeah.
Okay.
Right. Okay. Yeah. Okay.
All right.
All right. Obviously.
Gotcha. So now it is very much just down to the main characters.
Well, it's technically 4 versus 3. Yeah. But they might not split them again because that's pretty convenient.
Right.
Yep.
Yeah.
Well then. I like that Hisoka seems to be somewhat entertained by this.
Right.
So he's at least trying, you know.
And if Gon can only come back when there's 2 people left.
Whoa! Whoa! Holy crap!
No way.
Oh!
He's like, okay.
Yep. See, that's what a mission can do. Yeah.
Uh-huh. What? Oh. Okay. I mean, I guess that makes sense, because if it, like, hits you in your chest.
Yeah. Okay.
All right. That's true. Yeah.
That was genius. What's 1 + 1?
Yeah.
That is Bisky. I love you. I love you so much. Oh. Oh, jeez. What the heck?
We need to take them out.
Gone saw it too.
Oh.
Whoa. Whoa.
Undisputed victory.
So good.
We hit him really hard. Oh.
Whoa. Yeah, he's using his technique. All right.
Okay. Yeah. That was a shot.
Yeah.
Good.
He's gonna get pushed out of bounds, isn't he? Yep. Yep. Dang. Whoa.
All right. Because that's 2 from their team.
Yep.
All right.
Gotcha.
Okay.
He was aiming for.
He kept his hands on the ball.
Right. What?
What did Killua notice?
Yeah, yeah. What? What? okay, I'm hyped. What is going on right now?
The hot head just cooled down.
Yeah.
Like, intentionally.
Oh. Jeez. Oh. Oh.
Don't stand behind him, Bisky. I too can play this game.
Right. Right. And he looks like Jing now.
Yep. Oh, he
oh
totally
my
does,
gosh.
yeah. Now, okay. This would be so awesome if he ricochets it off of the other person in there to hit him from another angle. Because he'll be thinking, okay, maybe
Look
I
at
have to focus
Hisoka's
everything to
face.
block it.
Oh my gosh.
Yep.
Yep. Always use rock. Oh man. He's intentionally going to redirect it with like a volleyball receive.
Yep.
Yeah. Made it catchable.
Gotcha.
But he can use bungee gum to catch it.
Yep.
Yes.
Yep.
Go.
So
Go,
Hisoka's going to
Hisoka.
do that while the other one's going for it.
Right. Holy crap.
Nice. Nope.
Yeah.
Yep.
Yep. Yep.
Yep.
Called it.
Yep. Mm-hmm.
Yes, Razor is out.
But then he'll use back.
Yep.
Yeah.
Oh,
Okay.
it's on. It's on now.
Yep. And they have the ball.
Yep.
Oh.
Is this where they're going to count the number of wins that they have? Wait, really?
Because he's worried about Gon or what?
Oh, because he's holding the ball while it's being punched by Gon. Maybe.
Okay.
Yeah.
Oh.
Yeah.
His hands are burning.
Jeez.
Okay. Just because he didn't know how crazy it would be?
No, because it would have slowed the ball down.
Oh.
Yep.
Gotcha.
Yep.
Okay.
Jeez.
All right.
Oh. Maybe that's what he has been doing.
Oh. So he can swap out with Killua.
No, he's not going to swap out. He's saying, Killua, come out here. Yeah.
Killua's like, why'd you have to tell him that? Need to be as close as possible. Oh.
Oh. Huh. Yeah. Yeah.
Oh boy. Oh.
Jeez.
Whoa. Okay.
Yeah. Wow. That's the trust they have, the friendship they have.
We're doing this together.
Wow.
It's because I know he's got it.
Yep. Oh.
Okay. All right. All right.
the purple hands. This is like Deku all over again.
Uh-huh. Is she gonna...
Oh!
Nice.
Oh! Yeah, nice. Oh! Hisoka, don't you know how this works? Oh.
Oh.
Why didn't Hisoka use
Bungee gum, yeah.
Bungee gum, yeah. This is where they strategize. But I would so love to try it. What are they gonna do? He's gonna throw someone with the ball. That's what it's gonna be.
And then Hisoka will bungee gum them back over.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
Sure.
Dang it, the episode's ending. No, I think I figured it out. Yes. To be fair, though, I don't want anything about... If I was them, I wouldn't want anything about me to be backed by Hisoka.
I wasn't going to say anything.
Just saying.
Yeah.
Oh, man. I really loved the the dynamic of Gon's Hatsu being used here and actually having some consequences to being utilizing kind of a field goal kicking,
right?
Kind of
one of the things
way.
I wonder is if they catch it with Nen, like for instance, if Hisoka catches it with bungee gum, does that still count as catching it?
Yeah, of course, because it's Nen.
Right, but that means, like, if he were to catch it and, like, able to redirect it so that it doesn't hit any of them, but then it, like, hit the wall or something, would that still count as having caught it?
Because it touched the wall, which is an extension of the ground, it would be like him dropping it, I think.
But if he's still holding on to it with the bungee gum, because I think the reason he doesn't just, like, swing it around in a circle is because it'd break the bungee gum or something, right?
Well, yeah, but there's nothing to be gained from doing that either, so why do it? Tutorial. Contact. Yep. Contacting aliens. It worked. Oh, all right. Rock, paper, scissors, rock.
Yeah. Rock, paper, rock.
First comes rock.
Then comes
rock.
That's right. Yeah.
Well, it makes sense because he doesn't have as good knowledge of emission or transmuting abilities. So,
when all you've got is a hammer, all your problems start to look like nails.
That's true. This is very true. Problem is that someone has to hold the nail to keep it steady.
Right.
And if you don't
if you're
swing
using
your
a big
hammer right,
yeah,
you better move those fingers out of the way quickly.
Exactly. Yeah.
Especially if you're swinging hard. So, geez, Killua. Killua's a badass because like him holding on to that. Once he said playing lightning fast Code of Aura, I'm like, wait a minute. That's something that maybe Killua could do.
Right.
So maybe he was already doing it, but it's like, maybe Killua was like, crap, I should have been doing that. Now he's going to try and figure out a way to do that.
Yeah, I don't know. But the thing is, like, if his hands are like that already.
Right? Yeah, it's almost too late. It doesn't really matter.
Well, what would happen on the second time?
Well, that was the second time. Remember the first time? Was when he didn't hit it hard. He hit it, like, decently. And then the second time was when he put, like, the incredible... Right, okay, like, he basically sat there with his Ren and was just like, I'm charging up my attack. And I'm oh, here we go. No time limits in this game. Let's just...
Yes. So a second attack at that level.
Yes.
The first one wouldn't have been at that
And it's probably going to be stronger, in terms of just overall thing there.
Possibly. Now, this plan that they have with Ahsoka...
Yes, so
going to involve bungee gum.
So I think what they're going to do is they're going to try and defend against it in such a way that allows them to slingshot a person with the ball. So they have to receive the ball in some way, right? In such a way that they get it back. So what they can do is basically have Hisoka basically like redirect it with bungee gum, like try and receive it. And then basically break the Nen control that Razor has over it.
Okay.
And then once they've come into a little bit of a tussle of it, it'll break the momentum a little bit. Gon and or Killua will like jump on it and grab it and make sure that they have it there. And then they'll repel someone using bungee gum into the other side of the court with holding the ball.
And then they'll throw it from some crazy angle or something.
From whatever angle they want. Yeah.
Now, here's another thing that they could do. All right. I don't know if Gon and Killua know about this technique of Ahsoka's.
Okay.
They might, because they might have seen him pull off the thing from his back when he was going to fight Crollo. But I don't know. They might not have seen that.
I don't think they did, no.
But if
Texture
they did...
surprise?
Yes. Because here's the thing. Hisoka could take the volleyball, and while Razor isn't looking, just wrap it up. So that way he catches it, and it's like, great, you caught it. And then the volleyball just slips out.
Wait, so you're saying he makes it like have like WD-40 all over it, and it's just
no, it's that it has a wrapper.
What do you mean it has a wrapper?
Because he has the texture suppress stuff. He puts some other layer of Nen type.
But if he's pushing it from all angles, it won't slip out.
The
ball is small,
Yes, the ball is small. So yeah, so he could still wrap it up in his hands, but if he doesn't do that, or if say he goes to block it, right, with one hand or something like that. If they do like a dummy throw, and he grabs it with one hand and then just shoom, and the ball just falls.
Right. I think that I think that that's kind of a bit too one-sided for Hisoka. That's relying too much on Hisoka.
Yes, and the whole point is that this is like they're while they'll work together, this is Gon's conflict.
This is Gon's conflict. Yeah.
Yeah.
In particular, I think that Hisoka likes it because he gets to attach his bungee gum to Gon.
Or whoever ends up being on the other side.
Oh, I think it's going to be Gon.
Yeah.
Because if he has his ability to use that rock, Hatsu,
he'll charge it up, then Killua will like throw him or something.
Well, no, he won't charge up the ball. He'll
charge up his Ren.
Right. He'll charge up his Ren.
Yeah.
And then could hit the ball, or he doesn't have to release the ball. This is the thing that's crazy.
He just hits Razor with the ball.
He just hits him with the ball. Just touches him.
Sure.
All he has to do is touch him and then just drop the ball on the ground.
Well, or just keep it.
Yeah.
Then essentially that
I don't
count as a bounce that he caught.
I don't know what the technical rules that the referee could pull on that would be, but they won't want to ask the ref about the rules before they do it because
it's probably something where the ball can't be in your hand when it hits the other person.
Yeah, that's part of the point. I think also one of the rules was that they couldn't, touch the ground essentially when, outside of
the bounds. Yeah.
So as long as he's in the air, it's fine.
Yep.
But if anything, bungee gum is not fast as far as I've seen, so it might be a little bit too easy for Razor to defend against it.
Maybe. I don't know.
But one thing that it does work is that you could just do that forever. And Razor just keeps dodging and dodging and dodging.
Well, eventually he'd
just wear out.
I get the feeling the idea is that, they take him by surprise, right?
Yes, Killua could do something. Oh, that's what they could do.
What?
That's what they could do. Killua has the ball. Okay. Killua starts charging up his Ren ready to throw.
Okay.
Hisoka bungee gum's Gon and throws him at
and Killua throws it to Gon and then Gon.
Yeah, exactly.
Throws it at the dude. Yeah. Yeah, that could work. Yep. The main thing is that here that they did the power for power thing, right? So they're probably not going to do that again. They might pretend to do that again.
Yeah.
As a way to lure Razor into false sense of security or whatever.
Sure.
But I think this is HunterxHunter, right? They did their charge up thing, but now when it comes right down to it, the game is going to be decided by being clever.
Yes.
So, yeah. And considering that they didn't explain the plan, that means it's going to work.
Oh, goodness. I just thought of something else that's really obvious. Hisoka just holds the ball with bungee gum.
And just bounces it back and forth. And
it's like a tether ball,
Yes, right.
And as it gets hit back, he's like, "Oh no!" And he rings it back, and boom, hits it again. Woo!
The issue with that is that I believe
that would slow the ball.
Well, no.
It would also break Hisoka's aura on the ball.
Exactly, because when the 13 thing started to pull it back, Hisoka ended up letting the aura go. Basically, that would have been too much pull. So Razor, definitely would be able to get it.
Sure.
They could also utilize the players that are on the outside.
That's true.
Bisky and
that's
and
very true.
So they could just have it being thrown around from every which way.
Oh, I still want to hold on to my bungee gum Gon thing.
Yeah.
Let's have Gon go over there and swing the ball at him as I'm trying to hit you with it, but it's actually a pass to Bisky, and then Bisky chucks it right back at him at his back foot or something.
Sure.
Because she's shown to be very precise with knowing where to throw.
Yep.
And Razor focuses everything on defending against Gon's incoming melee attack, when actually it's just a chuck to Bisky, and then she throws it at his foot.
Now they said that
Who knows?
they talked about doing the all-out throw or whatever, and having Killua still be the one that's holding it. So I think it's still going to involve that. I think the change is going to come up with that they'll do some different spin on that. But I think they're still going to have that basic setup,
because they need it to be strong enough in order for Razor to not be able to just block it or catch it.
Right. Exactly.
Also, Killua didn't really like the idea, which is pretty typical. But also, I think if it's an idea that doesn't really involve Killua as much, that might be why Killua's not a fan of it.
Or at least
'Cause it's
something that puts
crazy.
Gon in way more danger.
Well, I think Gon enjoys being in danger.
Yeah.
That's
yeah.
the point, is that...
Which is why he'd come up with a plan like that.
Which is why he come up with the plan. Yeah, exactly. But also, if Killua is hearing them talk about a plan that puts Gon in danger, but he's not involved to where he can't mitigate any of the danger that Gon could potentially be in, that's another layer for him to not like the plan.
Yeah.
But that being said, the effects, the presentation of him building up
that was really good.
The charged up Hatsu enhancer ability. It was really good, because it simply boiled down to a really strong punch.
Yep.
But this is one of those things that it feels so earned.
It feels way more than that.
Right.
Especially since like the whole idea of having, some new color of aura or whatever with the thing to show that it's more powerful.
Right.
They do that, but in a way that works, because Gon hasn't learned emitter techniques yet. So the fact that actual like fire was like coating the ball.
Yeah.
Absolutely.
Oh yeah.
Why not?
Totally.
So that was pretty cool. And the way they made that part where they gave the close up of like Gon's face on all the times like his mouth or whatever when he was like really concentrating.
Right.
It's one of those blank spaces where it basically makes me think, all right, I need to fill something in here. So what's happening behind the sines with Gon right here? Because normally in a lesser story, they just show the person and have them be screaming really loud, but they didn't do that. They, in fact, used the fact that Gon is usually so brash and so loud as a way to, by contrast, show how important this moment was.
Right. Specifically, once he started slowing his breathing and being calm and stuff, I freaked out. I'm like, whoa, hold on. This is going to be crazy. Mm-hmm. Now, one of the things I think that we don't have any knowledge of yet is Gon might have... gotten that kind of an aura spike, essentially, because, when he's charging up his Ren, that for one thing. But also, I wonder if his Hatsu technique has the conditions of him having to say, first comes rock, and that aspect of it. It's a very weak condition, probably, in terms of other things there, but...
I think conditions are things that you have to specifically put in the conditions for your techniques.
Well, yeah. Yeah, I know.
I
know. But that's something he's adhered to every time he's used it. So,
sure.
Conditions, as far as I know, are things that are built into the techniques specifically to lessen their effectiveness in certain areas to increase their overall output.
Yeah.
Specifically to where the technique is meant to be used. It's kind of how...
so what Kurapika did with the whole thing of the...
Yeah, what Kurapika did. Yeah. Exactly.
Right.
And that made the amount of aura or amount of power, essentially, that was in it much more than what Kurapika could normally output. And I'm saying that potentially Gon might have some conditions in there involving the whole rock, paper, scissors thing. So it's more than just I'm trying to confuse them, because if you think about it that way, that's something that you could see it being a confusing thing.
Or just a throwback to the previous episode.
Or just a throwback, yeah, exactly. Mm-hmm. But I think that there might be some potential conditions in there. Also, just, with the aura spiking thing that Razor noticed.
Yeah, I'm all for Gon having conditions in his abilities. Mm-hmm. The reason why I don't think it's really that is because the Kurapika's teacher said that only using it on the Phantom Troop wasn't a good condition. It was only when he said, okay, if I do, I die. He's like, oh, there you go. That could do it.
Right.
That's like Gon's a very specific one. So something...
Right. We don't know what the consequence is yet. It doesn't matter.
Sure.
It could be literally anything.
Okay.
Like, Gon's thing is, I have to say rock, paper, scissors. And then if I say rock, I have to use the enhancer version. And if I don't, fill in literally anything into the blank happens, and it becomes a condition. It's the...
Okay.
It doesn't... We don't have to know yet. It's just not relevant.
The thing that they did with Killua in his hands, though, that was really good.
Yeah, that was really good.
Not just the fact that they did that, but the way they made it so that Killua was keeping his hands in his pockets like that. And just not wanting to show anybody and totally putting that good face on it, the way they subtly hinted at what was happening with his reaction to... Gon striking the ball and everything.
Yep.
That was really good. It's one of those things where they're sort of like seeding the idea that something's here, right? And then you wonder what it is, what's going on,
right?
And you can kind of guess what it is like 10 seconds before it happens. So it's a great way to basically manage the audience expectations so that they can have this build up and payoff and still have it be a misdirect while sort of complimenting the audience by being like, you're able to figure it out, you're able to follow with what's happening.
Yeah.
And of course, the way his hands actually looked was
pretty grotesque.
Yeah.
And they offset that by showing that Hisoka should probably barely be able to throw the ball with just having 2 fingers broken in that way.
Right.
Whereas Killua had his entire hands and a little bit of his wrists in
just
a much worse state. Yeah. Which, we know that, in particular, that's a thing that My Hero Academia ended up using to show the brutal beating that Deku's hands were taking. Hisoka took this with a straight face. Killua. I keep doing that.
They both did.
Killua took a much worse version of that with a straight face, and this is that aspect of the friendship thing between Killua and Gon that I really like to touch upon. Is that Killua really cares about Gon. Like he really, really cares about Gon. Gon has this definite connection with Killua, but his care for Killua is less. It's not that he doesn't care. He totally cares. In fact, the minute he saw how Razor's guided throw would have potentially killed Killua, he got really angry. And there's an aspect of that where you have kind of the protectorate, shonen protagonist champion who defends those that are, kind of around him, protects the innocent, defends the weak, and all that. But Gon's is specifically really, really big around Killua. And I think it's because Gon essentially chose Killua like a long time ago. And that they would be friends. Remember, Killua didn't like Gon for a while.
Yeah, but Gon was like, hey, another kid, let's be friends. Yeah.
Yes, but that's an aspect of Gon choosing Killua, and Killua having no real representation for this in his past, life, essentially.
He's never really had a friend before,
Yeah, this is a way bigger deal for him that someone like Gon is in his life than for Gon having someone like Killua in his life. Absolutely. So the fact that Killua's willing to take essentially this kind of, don't take this word out of context, but this kind of abuse on his hands essentially is just shows, whoa, it's almost a bit obvious in how disproportionate it is now.
Sure, but one of the other ways one of the ways I think that is important to think about it is that they're 2 very different kinds of people.
Absolutely.
In the case of say Gon, since he's an enhancer, right? He is very protective of other people, but I think it might also be something where because he cares so little about his own safety and he's okay with basically, having bodily harm be done to him and injury and stuff like that in order to do the things that he wants to do, he also when he thinks about like what it would be like to say no, Killua, stay out of this, he thinks about what that would be like if Killua said that to him. And to him, that would probably be a way bigger issue than
I don't think he does. No, I think if anything, he would, and in fact, he has done this in the past where he's told other people, specifically Killua, to kind of like, no, let me do this, and that's his enjoyment and his care for them. But if someone was to tell that to him, we know that he wouldn't listen.
Right.
So the fact that that's the case, it doesn't add up with the fact that he does that to other people. So I don't think he thinks about that with regards to Killua.
Okay. I think those situations might have been a bit different because it's something where it wasn't 2 people directly being like, okay, the 2 of us need to work together to make this thing happen.
Yeah. But in the aspect of the physical harm thing, that's where they're really similar. Like you said, that's how they're different, but no, I think that's exactly where they are similar. Is that Killua will do it because of how much he cares for Gon, and Gon will do it because, yes, he cares for Killua, but also because he has this enjoyment aspect of the thrill, the thrill of danger. He knows that he could get hurt. Like, the fact that he decided to catch Razor's attack, that's the difference between him and Killua. Killua, in almost everything that we've shown, is that he has some slight edge over Gon in terms of just overall ability. But Gon has this potential that's really scary sometimes.
Okay.
And Killua might have been able to catch it. We don't know.
Well, no, it's not about whether he'd be able to catch it, and it totally makes sense that he would avoid it.
Right, because it's the smart thing to do. But Gon doesn't do the smart thing. He does the thing that gives him the most satisfaction. If anything, he's a little bit selfish in that regard. And
yes.
That's my point, is that they are different in the area of which they utilize their emotions for what they want, but in terms of their protecting of each other, that's where they're similar. If that makes sense. I think that I might be talking in circles, and I'm not really communicating this well, but I just wanted to bring that up as a very big thing to focus on, because this is one of those areas where Gon has essentially made a big leap in terms of his ability, or at least displayed his recent big leap in ability.
Yep.
And he does it out of this anger / kind of care / competition thing.
He's a very passionate person, so he wants to find his dad, and in this case, this is just something that is in the way.
Right. And that part of that is something that just Killua does not have. That is something I do not think that Killua shares truly with Gon. And if anything, I
would say maybe the closest thing that Killua has to that is that in the same way that Gon wants to find his dad, Killua wants to
be with Gon. Right.
So that's
right, but I think that the best example of that was the hands this episode.
Exactly.
It's a really big deal.
Yep.
But the aggressive nature, the
they totally
competitive nature.
Yeah, they go about it in completely different ways.
Yeah, it's it's not shared in that regard. But Bisky and Hisoka coming in clutch, like we predicted I called the bungee gum.
Yes,
thing.
that was great.
Legit.
Bisky got taken out by a cheap shot. That is why you don't wear dresses when you're doing sports or fighting.
It was pretty meta, so it was fun. But she got back Razor by hitting one of his clones.
Yes.
Very clever, and she hit his foot. I was waiting for someone to do that so that it reflected off immediately onto the ground, and they had no time to get a hand underneath it to catch it.
Yep.
Awesome. Yep. The stupid thing with the ceiling and be like, that's an extension of the floor. I'm whatever, fine. That's one of those things where because it's not that it hit the ceiling.
Instead it went
stuck into the ceiling, because this is a thing that's another potential thing with the game is if it bounces off the ceiling and comes back down, and someone catches it,
it still would have counted as having hit the floor.
It would have had to count it as hitting the floor.
Right.
And you'd think with how strong everyone is, that would happen a lot.
Right. Yeah. Because if someone dodges it, they're throwing it so fast.
Sure. Or they do the volleyball receive, and he isn't able to stop the momentum, and it hits the ceiling, comes back down. I guess that's why he had to do the volleyball receive so perfectly. He couldn't have it hit the ceiling.
Sure. I mean, because they previously established that the ceiling is part of the floor.
Right, but they previously established it just earlier in the episode. Yeah. So it's kind of a new rule, essentially.
Oh, I know. Yeah. But this was a very fun episode.
It's pretty fun, yeah. I like how they've started to get clever a little bit. And the whole idea of having the field goal kind of kick thing, I'm just gonna hold it here and you charge up and attack. I think that's like the simplicity aspect of how clever they could be.
Right. It's totally something that Gon would come up with.
Oh yeah. But I'm really interested to see what this strategy is that Hisoka is excited about.
Exactly.
Because Hisoka's like, oh, I would so love to do this. Yeah. So that's why I think it's him getting his hands, his bungee gum on Gon. Because Hisoka is Hisoka.
Okay.
I mean, if there's anything I'm going to make bad jokes about Jacob, it might as well be one that's repetitive, right?
Yeah, that is a great way.
I'm just saying this show brings it up. I'm just using the material they present to me.
Yeah. That is true.
It is kind of a weird thing every once in a while. I'm like, I really enjoy Hisoka's character, but I wonder what was the choice to make him that way.
Right.
Anyway, I don't really care in the grand scheme of things, but this is a fun episode, and it had a pretty hype moment.
Totally.
Like the culmination of almost the entire Nen training aspect of this arc.
Up till this point, pretty much.
Yeah. All right, guys. Well, this was fun. If you want to see the next 2 episode reactions now, go check out the link in the description below for our Patreon. You can get on early access. It also comes with Discord access, so you can chat with us about storytelling or whatever. And we'll see you there. But until then, we're Semblance of Sanity. I'm Caleb.
I'm Jacob.
And we'll see you all next time.